Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, everyone live with us today. Good morning or good afternoon or good night for all the rest that join us after the show is recorded. Hopefully everyone is here for another major NBA card. Pretty big today. It's like our most games to cover today in the NBA. Not much for NHL, not much for college basketball. How are you today, Ramon?
Well, we got to look for winners somewhere. We can find them.
Right.
Hello to you, Mindy Hahn, the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper. I'm Ramon Scott from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. Welcome to another edition of the Morning Steam coming off Tuesday's action. Mindy, yesterday in college, hockey. I don't know where to start, but we saw some crazy results yesterday. Winning day, though, I think, for us. Let's take a look and see who's joining us in the chat. Looks like a little bit of celebratory salutations from everyone. Might have done well yesterday. We'll preview that NBA card. And, the NHL won't take long. You said it.
2 games. That's all we got.
And college basketball as well. Let's say hello to our folks coming in for the show. We won't be here too long, but that's okay. Well, let's see who was first. Ferner. Hello to Ferner here.
Dun, 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 dun. A-team.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking about those shows back in the 70s and 80s. Here's Ferner's picks today. Brent's here today. Here's Ron Hahn.
Got his coffee ready to go.
Darren here today.
Darren, all I see Darren doing is winning. That's it. All I got from him. Wins everywhere.
Blake and Ziggy joining us. Mark Luquet's here. We're with you, Ron. We are with you. Here's Verley.
Bright and early. Everyone's ready to go today.
Hello to Mario Moore here today. Welcome. Yep, there was some underdogs. Verley says hello to Terrell Riley. And Doubles is here today. Oh, he wants maybe to get into some college baseball action. We'll have to look somewhere for winners. Mindy,
I don't have anything until June.
Yeah, I'll be in the college baseball once we get to the postseason.
Right? I know Ramon just totally killed it last season. I mean, I think you were like what, 26-6, or I mean, it was like a huge difference, or 17-4. Like it was crazy, and I think you played a lot of totals, but you just killed it last season.
Yeah, no, I'm no expert. I just start reading a lot of stuff when that time comes, when that time of the year comes, and you kind of get a feel with reading the stories and everything. That's the way I look at it. So we'll get to. Yeah, we gotta look for some winners here. I went into the AHL last night for one of my video winners and took the Colorado Eagles last night. They had an 8-0 win, so I had a video winner there, and I came up with another one today over there on the sponsored video you'll see today. So maybe we'll have to go somewhere else. But I see they're talking about Paul George with that right leg injury, and then Kawhi Leonard had a brain injury last. I don't know what that last second shot was. If that was about as good of a example as running down the shot clock as I'd ever seen. I don't even think the ball left his hand though. And the World Baseball Classic, Mindy, Shohei Ohtani,
freaking out Mike Trout. Is that what I read?
He struck him out to end the game. Japan won the World Baseball Classic. Ohtani, the MVP, the world's best baseball player. No doubt about it. He pitched in the game. He slugged in the game. What a player. And what a
Right.
man, what a guy.
Unreal.
Yep. And soon to be the richest baseball player in the history of the
Of all
game.
times.
Mindy's not going to like it when he leaves
No.
because Tony has already put him on the Dodgers.
I'll be so mad. I'm going to have to burn my Otani blanket.
Padres
No,
got a
I'm
lot of
excited.
money, apparently. All right, Corday here today. Everyone kind of getting in here into the room as we get started. We're talking a little bit, but let's go over to Tony's. We'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look at who did, good day yesterday, and for everyone. And what I mean by that is a deep leaderboard yesterday for the handicappers. So everyone was doing some winning, and hopefully you guys did as well. But just want to show yesterday how we did. We were here on the show, and pretty good day. But let's see. There's butterscotch in there as well. Okay, here we are, Mindy. Take a look at the handicapper leaderboards over at Tony's Picks. Now, Nick was number one. Great job by Nick. Again, he's having a solid week. He went 5-1 yesterday for plus 375 units. But look at the next three. Our morning team picks were 7-4 yesterday. The consensus picks on the show, absolutely free. Yes, we do package them up, resell them. You ever miss the show? Don't want to miss them when we're winning. But look at this. Morning's team, 7-4. Mindy, you had 8 winners yesterday, and I had 5 winners yesterday. If you add those 3 up, that's you and me, and then the morning's team, that's you and me, and well, everyone in our chat. We share in our success.
Share top billing.
20 wins and 12 losses in one day.
I think we'll take that.
What are we doing here? I want to say hello, if he catches this, to our newest handicapper, Rafi.
Yeah.
I hope it's, I don't want to say it wrong. I mean, maybe Tony will correct me, but I hope it's Rafi Riddles because it's got to be.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah, and if it's not Rafi, change it right now. It could be Rafi Riddles, but it's got to be Rafi Riddles. Come on. I love that. And Tiffany, don't forget, she's right there, 8-5. Got to throw her picks in with us. She's our third wheel here on the morning's team. So a pretty deep day. Look, I mean, you had basically 11 handicappers in the green yesterday. So a pretty strong performance by the handicappers over at Tony's Picks. Pretty good times right now. So make sure you get involved with us. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. For Wednesday, we'll come up with something, Mindy. We'll come up with some winners.
I'm sure we'll find some. I'm sure we will.
I don't know, as far as, we'll have picks. We'll have the show. We're going to go through every NBA game. By the time that's over and, doing another show with Tony and Tony's videos. That's why I kind of went off the board a little bit to find some other winners. And let's take a look. Ben, he's got a 3-pack of 2 NBA, 1 college. Today,
Ramon has a season-long package you can purchase.
Oh, you can say that again. Daniel with his best bet. And Mindy, sure you're going to be involved in this NBA card.
Yeah, I have 3 games thus far in the NBA, so went ahead and put up a 3-pack for you. And then I have my guaranteed best bet in the Vandy UAB game, so you can go ahead and check that out.
So I'm not necessarily getting your best bet here, but we're going to preview
the maybe they're tied as best bets, and I can only play one, right?
That's right. Well, we'll see what you got for us in that game, and we'll preview the 2 NIT games. Maybe we'll leave the CBI championship game alone. I think we might be saving some premium there or something or other. I don't know if anybody some of these teams are playing several days in a row, but good games last night, certainly. See if we can get a few more comments in here before we get rolling with our short show. We're going to be hurting for picks.
Maybe we could still, pick a good 17 together if we plan it out right.
I don't want to scare anybody. Maybe we'll go to exhibition baseball games wherever we can find them.
I'm out on that. You can
I
have
don't know. Yeah, I just watched the market moves a little bit, but I don't know if I can come in on it. I waited last season until the last week of the season to bring in a couple of
Gotcha.
exhibition games. Usually, when they start, move into the major league stadiums and play a few games in front of some large crowds. I've done a few exhibition games, but you know how it is.
Right. But it looks like Scotch got his first one with those Cubbies. Go Cubs, go!
Yeah. Well, and
it's all about in the right spots.
Mm-hmm. I see the comments going on in the chat. Thank you. So I think Darren might be teasing. I was going for the U.S. last night, so I think Darren might be teasing me a little bit. And looks like, here's Panger Life here today. He already has a play for us, it looks like, in the NHL. Blake says he can't wait to get into baseball. And Butterscotch says, yeah, you're seeing, players getting sent down, getting their assignments. So you have a little bit more information or maybe consistency there. So, all right. We'll get on over and start the show. Can't fool around forever, but we'll see. As we get ready for the NBA first here, everybody get ready. We'll be in and out of here real quick it is a 10-game card, so that's good.
Get my notebook ready for all of our consensus winners here. I'm ready to go.
Okay. And the comments are ready. Everybody in the chat's ready. And also Mark's reviews. Hello. Ron Hahn's ready already because he's got the first game up. And, we could just, give out Ron's pick and move on to the second game because it looks like Ron's got a lock here already with the Denver Nuggets. Let's take a look at the line here. He put it at 6.5. Maybe he can get 6.5. Let me make sure. Maybe the line's dropped down a little bit here since I was entering in the lines for today. Right now I'm showing 7 and 227 maybe, Mindy. Let's go ahead and get it started with the free picks rundown. I'm having a little technical issue over here, so I'll get the line in just a moment. Go ahead and start us off.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Scotch says, right? Just tail Ron today. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm taking the Nuggets. They are 6-2 in their last 8 games. Here playing on some rest, 2-0 over their last 3 now, only allowing 106 a game here. I like the Nuggets. I think they can kind of get back on track here versus this Washington team. So I like the Nuggets here.
Okay, Mindy takes the Nuggets. Boy, it's bothering me a little bit because you think of the way Washington looked. They did not look good. And Denver only minus 6.5 on the road. We saw them Wizards play yesterday on the back-to-back. I had a premium on the Magic yesterday. Yeah, I know we were, talking about
back and forth on that one. Yeah,
the chat was pretty much on the Wizards. I thought yesterday I didn't want to tip my hand, so I didn't really say I'm gonna fade the chat. I ended up going with the total, which actually was not a winner yesterday on the show, but did have the premium winner. And Mindy's going to be on the Nuggets here in this one. It looks juicy, everybody. Actually,
it looks delicious.
It's one of the right. Is it a trap? Further said he's got it locked in. Thomas Lewis said Denver. I mean, Ron likes it as a lock. I mean, I don't know if I can get away from this. I mean, I have Denver as well. I mean, my numbers say 8. I'm concerned that it's, the line 7 or 6.5, whatever it is. This is what I agree with Ziggy here, right? I mean, the scenario says Wizards. Unfortunately, they're without Kuzma. It looks like, and they just lost yesterday on the road to the Magic. Like I said, didn't have it as a surprise necessarily. Jordan is supposed to be selling his stake for all, he just made a lot of money apparently, buying a team and selling a team. That's what you do, I guess.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're rich. You just
More
do that.
generational wealth, yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm having an issue checking out some line. I'm going to go to a secondary source here. Just a line I like to. I mean, I got the odds screen, and I'm do show across the board. If you look at this game, I mean, mostly sevens across the board. So I'm not going to, let Ron, of course. I'm sure he can find a 6.5 out there. I think we have to lay 7. There any more? Brent Cook's got it right on though. Ziggy's leaning to the over. Everybody loves Joker triple double. I guess it helps. I mean, it works every game. I mean, and Panger says Denver first half. Thomas Lewis. Yeah, okay, got it, Ron. Yeah, well, it's been going up. So I guess it might continue to go up if everyone looks at it even like I do, right? I'm the skeptical one of all of us.
Right.
I mean, like, well, Wizards are not playing well again all of a sudden, and here we are. I'll go with you guys. I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah. Just everyone's on it. I mean, I'm trying to find a way. Like I said, I agree. The spot just kind of says Washington, even on the back-to-back, getting the points at home. But everyone's on it. My numbers say 8. I just have this uncomfortable.
All right. Let's just win by 8. That's easy.
Ron says do it. Okay. All right. Probably got a premium on the total now, though, if I'm going to go with you guys there. I was contemplating giving out the total. Total here, 227. And hey, hello. Here's Chris Thompson with a comment about the total, actually. How about just attacking the low total? I don't know what necessarily that means. If I'm going to have a premium on the total, can you guys tell which side I like by my reaction?
No.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning to you as well. Kong is here today, and he says,
giving us an injury report. I think that was.
Is this Nuggets baby, or is this some new term that I'm not familiar with? Nuggets Navy. Chris says, over.
I think you're way more hip than me. You know all the latest.
No, I think that's Nuggets baby, and he just hit the wrong. It's right next to B. It's right next to N. Ron says, if anything, he'd have to take the over. Chris Thompson takes the over as well. And, well, you just have to.
I'd lean the under.
See what happens tomorrow when I come on the show, because I'm thinking I might have a premium there. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We've got to find some, picks for the other show and everything, too. So thanks, you guys. Great job on that game. No, it's Kong. I knew what it says. Kong's at work.
Oh, and, I can use like Crunchwrap and some.
I mean, come on, one game. It's 6:30 in the morning here, and now I'm gonna go get Taco Bell for breakfast.
Right.
Well, no, I don't want to. I mean, I don't know.
I love the Crunchwraps. Like those are my favorite. Like I love the steak Crunchwrap, but I don't like the jalapeno sauce, so I don't get that on there. But the Cinnabons, those are my jam right there.
I think Butterscotch has it right there. About I go under 75% of the time.
Well,
Ferner does say that's the under. Oh, Chris, come on,
Ramona,
don't say
Ramona
that.
tried to tell you that, people don't like to root for no scoring. So most people bet over. So that's why he gets to bet the better lines when he goes under.
I really, when it comes to Taco Bell, I really just like crunchy tacos. I just usually get the box and I eat them all. And I know that's kind of plain and whatever. I just get those plain those
You like
tacos
what
and
you
eat about
like.
6 of them. I get the 6 pack and I go through them and I just eat those tacos and that's it.
Right.
Okay, we're underway.
I'm kind of more the Mexican pizza fan. Now in Omaha, they went ahead and did the double decker Mexican pizza as the new thing that they did for a trial run in that demographic. My brother ate there like every day, I think.
It's
So,
tough being from Southern California, from San Diego, where Mexican food has its
place for
some of the
breakfast.
best, right? Some of the best Mexican food, and I'm a Taco Bell guy. Well, okay, here's the Pacers and the Raptors today. In this one, the Raptors are up to a 9-point favorite, and the total 234.
Oh goodness, Ramon, what to do? What to do? I like a lot in this game here today, but I'm going to go ahead and wind up on under the total here today. The Pacers here 1-2 over their last three. Putting up like about 123. But I just feel like the Pacers might be in a good spot here, but I think they play a little bit better. I think they play a little bit better on the road. And I'm not really liking what the Raptors are doing right now. Even though the Raptors are 2-1 here as of late, I'm going to go ahead and go under this total 234.
All right. Mindy going under Pacers and Raptors. I have concerns mostly with the fact that, Toronto does go over quite a bit. 26-16 to the over is a favorite. You talked about the Pacers. Here's Kong says he wants to take those points today. And yeah, I mean, to me, it does look like a few too many points, even for the Pacers, mostly because the Raptors seem to have a little bit of trouble covering numbers as a favorite. Thomas Lewis, though, he likes the Raptors. It's going to be probably, I don't know. Hey man, it's tough to back these Pacers, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
That's
No,
right.
no, 8.5, 9 points, whatever it is. I just think it might be a little bit too many for Toronto at this point. We are seeing the Pacers get back to, that line has been on the move, and Halliburton, he's upgraded to questionable. When I see that, to me, it kind of says, he might be in there today. That was yesterday's news that he was upgraded to questionable. Just the fact that he was upgraded to me is a positive sign. So, sometimes when you see the line move going up like it is, in fact, I'm showing right now the book just 10 minutes away here in Las Vegas is up to 9.5.
Really?
So I'll take Indiana. Mindy's on the under here. And let's see if there's any more comments here. We got Raptors locked in for Ferner. Ziggy's on the Pacers. Brent Pacers and under. Okay, Butterscotch Toronto. We're definitely in the mix there, I think, on this game. Yeah, Thomas, right? I mean, maybe, we have to make the pick now, but maybe wait on that. It does seem like Halliburton, pretty impact player. As you know, I'm wondering if the move to 9 or 9.5 is indicative of the fact that maybe he won't play. Yeah, but I'll take him. I'll take those points. I don't know about Raptors covering a big number like that at this point. All right, it's a case of who wants it less. When the Warriors take on the Mavericks today, the Warriors are a favorite here, and maybe it's even going up a little bit. They were maybe just a, I don't know, 1 or 1.5 point favorite. Now it's 2. And this total is currently at 234.5. I get it. I get it. I did see some projections out there pretty low, but I knew those weren't going anywhere. What do you have?
Oh, well, I think the Warriors want it less. So I'm going to take the Mavericks in this one. I'll take the +2 at home. I still like. I try to find a spot for Golden State on the road. They got the last one, but I don't think this is it. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mavs here today.
Okay, Corday on the Warriors, Thomas Lewis on the Mavericks. You know what? We're getting a couple points now. Is interesting to me. I want to take the Mavericks with you in this one, Mindy. Yes, the worst team covering spreads, and on the
Didn't
at
they have like
home.
almost an identical record there for
Right.
a
I mean, you
while,
have
right?
the worst spread team
Moving
at
away.
home and the worst spread team on the road. What happens when the two worst? Well, I got to give a little bit of credit to the Heat. They're not anything special laying numbers at home either, but we'll take Mavericks here. We got a couple of supporters on the Mavericks. I'm going with the because I like the Mavericks. I don't necessarily like the Mavericks. I don't know if I like either of these teams, but we got to pick something here. And I'm going to
I
take
kind of
the
lean to the under there, Ziggy. I don't know.
Mavericks today. Oh, yeah. Well, the number is blown up for sure. I would think that this number would be a little bit lower, but I just think right now you're just seeing these two teams, especially the Warriors on the road. They're pretty massive to the over, and Dallas at home is 21-14 to the over. So watch out. I mean, it might go
Yeah.
over. We do want to see, what the situation is on the injury front for Dallas. Both are Irving and Doncic are questionable, so we have to make the picks now. Mindy,
Yeah, I know.
it's been a while for Doncic, obviously, but maybe we're getting close. And I'll take the Mavericks now with these 2 points. Ziggy
Consensus play. Star asterisk.
they might get in today. I'm feeling like, but the line has definitely moved a little bit. Butterscotch says no way on the Warriors, especially as a road favorite here. So, yep, you got it, Ferner. We just don't know, but we're making the picks now, and I'm gonna side with Dallas, thinking they'll find a way to get one or both these guys finally back in the lineup together, but maybe it's better off they're not. Okay, I just talked about the Heat at home. They're favored by 1.5, 223.5 here against the Knicks.
All right, let me see what I got here. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Knicks. Looks like I get a little bit of points here, +1.5. Like it did, of course, a little bit better at 2. Have it pretty closely rated. I think it's probably going to come down to the wire here. Knicks 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, scoring more than 125 in that previous game. Knicks putting up 124 compared to the Heat at 116 on that rolling average. I'll take the Knicks.
I was probably going to go premium if we didn't give it away on the show here. I'll go the Knicks with you. I think it's going to be hard to find anybody who wants to take the Heat in this spot. We already see, look, everyone's kind of climbing in already on the Knicks, showing 3-0 on the Knicks so far. Ferner wants the over, however. Thomas is on the over here, and so Ziggy. So right now it's 3-0 for the Knicks and 3-0 for the over. Yeah, Scotch said it. Miami doesn't cover spreads at home, and the Knicks play good on the road. Knicks are just playing good over still, right? There's no doubt that this recent surge, I say recent, it's been going on for several weeks now.
Right.
There's just you've got yes, the Bucks, yes, the Celtics. Okay, we know, but got to start keeping the Knicks closer and closer to the top of those standings and have a chance. Here comes Brent.
Here comes lots of Knicks. Lots of Knicks. Consensus.
Lots of Knicks. And the Knicks should win this game. The Knicks really should win this game. I've got
Make
them
it
by
happen.
yeah. My
What do you got?
best number on the Knicks says Knicks by 7. So I've got
7.
the
I
Knicks.
like it. All right.
Knicks are hot, Heat are not.
I love rhymes.
Reminds me of another capper we once had. All right. I think everyone likes the Knicks here. We're on them. Corday says wrong team favored. All right. I hope it's not too popular, too square of a. You guys aren't squares. I'm not calling you squares, but we're really all over it here. And well, we got to protect some of these. We don't have too many. Hey, we're baseball's next week, you guys. We're almost. We're almost.
I know. I got my fantasy draft coming up, Ramon. I gotta do my draft next Tuesday. I'm totally excited.
Hello to Bo.
Too bad I have to draft
Oh,
number 8
let
spot.
me point this out, Ziggy. Thank you. I'm not. Willis. Willis Reed's been a long time. He was a star in the late '60s, early '70s. But Willis Reed passing away yesterday, one of the greats. So good point. Thank you for mentioning that, Ziggy Willis Reed. Just one, just a notch before my time as far as NBA is concerned, but we know he's one of the legends. And when he came back on the floor with the injury and led the Knicks. All right. We're on the Knicks. We're on 3 games so far of 4. Here's a game that they were already talking about in the chat because the Bucks are huge favorites here, Mindy. 17.5 over the Spurs. 237. I guess it's just a matter of, how motivated can you be?
Yeah, I mean, it's one that I haven't modeled with Milwaukee, basically winning by 15. I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. I'm going to go with the Bucks here, laying the huge points. I'm just going to go that route here today. I mean, I always try to be on, this team getting all these points, but I am just not so sure this is the old spot here. I'm going to take the Bucks laying that big number.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Not a game, I think.
Don't bet it.
And that's just it. And I kind of like the Bucks too, but I'm not sure I want to put them down and then, give us a premium on that. I could always pivot here. I don't think I'd give out 17.5 as a premium in this spot. I mean, Thomas Lewis looking for the Spurs here, maybe. Ziggy, is that on this game? I'm not sure, Mindy. He said under. I don't know if he's talking about this one or the last one. Ferner on the under. Hello to Caesar here. Caesar. Giannis points, rebounds, and assists. Bucks have revenge on the Spurs, says Ziggy. He says San Antonio losing. So, hey, how about the Bucks? What are they in the first half here? Probably 9.5, 10. Burley says under. Thurman says under. Oh, man. Hey, if this goes under, the Spurs are going to cover, I would think. I'm going to go over, I'm afraid, Mindy. I'll take the over in this one. Maybe it should be a premium, but I don't want to go with the Bucks. That's a lot of points. Hi, hello to Wapik.
Whoop
Here today. So, and again, one thing we've seen, you guys, right? No indication yet, but the games that we've seen, the break time for Giannis hasn't it been these games where they're big favorites, like a smart team should, right? Kind of rest the stars in the big and let the rest of them take care of it. So, Bucks do have a couple of player injuries in this one, but so do the Spurs. Now the Spurs, not necessarily as long of an injury list as we saw previously, but Keldon Johnson and Sohan, two of their better guys are questionable for the game. So Bucks have injuries too still. Dragic, Crowder, Leonard, and Giannis's brother. Not that that's a major factor, but okay. Mario says Spurs win. Does that mean cover by half a point? He comes winning the game there, probably against the spread, right? Because he says half
Right.
a point. So I like that, though. That's funny. Oh, okay, Thomas. Interesting. And Ziggy. Okay. Yeah, Spurs obviously with the loss yesterday. It was funny because, man, that I kind of wanted the Pelicans yesterday, and I was kind of having the same feelings about the spread, a big spread like that I'm having today. My numbers say lay the points. It's just a matter of how,
How many? Yeah.
right. I mean, you could
How
coast
many
to a
want to
victory
get?
at 20 points all game long, and then I know we always say that, right? You want to bet with confidence, but 17, it's just going to
Buyer
land.
beware.
Can land anywhere. 14, 20,
Right.
doesn't matter, right?
So
You
I said I
want.
have it by 15. I'm going to give the edge though to the Bucks. I mean, what do you do?
All right, Mindy's on the Bucks. I'm on the over. All right, Atlanta and Minnesota here. Minnesota 4, and the total 241.5.
Let's see. What do I have here, Ramon? Let me find my notes. It's on the next page. It looks like I'm gonna go ahead here and go under the total of 231. That's gonna be my play here today. Timberwolves, they've been scoring a decent amount of points here over their last three. Not playing much for defense, but as we all know, the Hawks have been the ones to go ahead and play a little bit defense here as of late. I'm gonna go under the 241.5.
All right, Mindy takes under in this one with the Bucks with the Hawks and the Wolves.
Yes.
Yeah, under. Did I have the right? Did I have the wrong? Okay, let me fix that. That's where I was confused when I was looking down. No, it is 241.5.
Yeah. Because I
Wow.
have it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, I'm with you. Okay. Yes, absolutely. I'm with you on this one, Mindy. That's not. I understand why it might be that high, but I've got a much lower number than this myself.
Yeah.
That's why I took a. I typed them in. I should have known better. Maybe I was just going through the motions when I was putting the lines in. That looks very, very high to me. What do you guys say in the chat? With the here's Thomas Lewis. He wants to be on Atlanta, but Ferner here is on the Wolves. Butterscotch says take Atlanta because the Timberwolves don't play well as a favorite against Eastern Conference teams. Brent Cook's got his numbers here. I want the under. For sure here. Let's do it, Mindy. And we'll take a premium consensus in this one with Atlanta and Minnesota. This is a type of scenario where I think I've got more of a handle on these on these high totals. All right,
Meat is back.
we got
what? Big Meat is back.
Oh,
that's like 3 days in a row. That's awesome. Thanks, Big
great.
Meat, for watching.
Yeah, and we mentioned it yesterday, or I'd mentioned yesterday on the show, talking yesterday about the potential return of Cat. He was upgraded to questionable. Anthony Edwards, questionable. DeJounte Murray, questionable. So, be great to have Cat back. I don't know how you might rate Cat. I mean, he's certainly a defensive presence in there as well with his, shot block. He does it all. We know that. We know he scores. We know he's a, top good player when he's in there. Very good, very strong player. But he's been out for quite a while. So I look at those other players, though, Mindy, with Edwards, a big time scorer, questionable. Murray, been sick, questionable. So maybe they're going to be in there. Maybe that's the read. Maybe that's why the total's gone up. But I don't know. I'm going to go under with you in this one.
Cool.
So, but avoid the Hawks game. Bo's on the Hawks. And Dave says just avoid it. We can't. You guys can. So Thomas saying maybe I don't know. Ziggy says he leans over. I don't know if we have a consensus. Mindy and I do.
Yeah, we do.
Mindy and I do. Jeffrey wants the under as well.
Okay.
Looks too high, Mario says. He says he's got it way down at 227 here, and maybe the Timberwolves are winning by 7 there, he says. I don't know. 117, 110. Let's go under, Mindy. We've got another play here.
All
4
right.
out of 6.
I like it.
I thought we'd be
I love
scrambling.
the action.
I thought we'd be scrambling for winners.
We'll find a place, Ramon.
Okay, the 76ers are going to come back and take on the Bulls. You know, I talked them up. I tried to sell everybody on it in the last game with the Sixers just own the Bulls. Now the Bulls have won 2 straight against the Sixers all of a sudden. And but here, will it be a matter of revenge for the Sixers? They're on the road now, but they're laying, maybe a more decent number. The spread's going up a little bit. I would think the Sixers would be a pretty public side. But
I'll be Joe Public today with you, Ramon. I like the 76ers here in this spot. I actually have them winning by about 8 points. So giving 4, I feel okay here with a little bit of room. That's kind of how I look at that one. 76ers, 2-1 over their last 3. Playing really good defense right now, only allowing 104 points a game. They're also 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 overall here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Philly 76ers today.
Caesar gets the comment of the day: the public needs to eat.
Cue Public.
Darren says he likes Philly in this one. So I'll go Philly. I'll go Philly as well, Mindy. Can they lose 3 in a row to the Bulls? I think they might know, and I'm gonna try them. Butterscotch says fade the Bulls in this one.
Fade
So
them
there you
Bulls.
go. Our Chicago correspondent.
That's right.
Ferner says last game was a fluke, but they were never in it, right? I mean, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. I mean, they were in it, but for a team that we expected to come out and what were they? 8.5 point favorites or whatever they were, and we were calling for the Sixers to blow them out, and they were trailing. Is it right the whole way? It seemed like never did they ever get the lead. Maybe they got close, but. I mean, in the end, they were trying just to come back and try to get the win. So, all right, Mindy. Wow, we're hot on plays. Let's keep it. Rockets and Grizzlies here. The Grizzlies, another double-digit favorite here, minus 13, and that total is 231. Hello, you got steamed up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the same thing here. I have this one. I have the Grizzlies winning by like 12. So I'm going to go ahead and take that minus 13. I'm hoping my numbers are just a little bit off. It's going to tick to those Grizzlies getting the Rockets here by the 13 points.
All right. Hello to Gerardo.
All right. You sounded so disappointed.
Well, I have the number, a little bit higher than this, certainly. I just don't know if I want to lay all these big points. Gerardo says Ja could be back. I guess he's undergone his training, or I show him as probable in this game. So I think that's a big deal. Obviously, everyone knows what he brings, but that total has gone up like he's gonna, like he is in there. So Butterscotch says Memphis first half. Here's what Ferner says. He's on the under. That's what I'm gonna do on the show right now. I'm gonna take the under. Ziggy says his pick is the Grizzlies. I'm gonna be on the under here, just too high. They steamed it over. Yeah, Brooks suspended for how many more suspensions for Brooks? Blake's on the Grizzlies. Jeffrey's on the Grizzlies. Ferner says, no, thank you. Too many points, he says. All right. I'm on the under here. Rockets and Grizzlies at 231. Mindy says, lay the points with Memphis. Trailblazers and Jazz. The Jazz are favored here by 5.5 total. 234.5. That's gone up.
234.5. I have this game here, pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and take the under 234.5. Jazz 2-1 over the last three, putting up 120. Blazers 0-3 now, just scoring 107 a game here. The under 7-2 Trailblazers last 9 road games, and the under 4-1 the last 5 between these two here in Utah. Gonna go under that total 234.5.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's, an overwhelming trend to the under, but I do like the under here. Thomas is on Utah. Ferner is on Utah. Looks like Butterscotch on Utah. I like what everybody's saying in the chat about this one, but I'm going to go with Mindy and go under here. Looks like a great spot, actually, for the Utah Jazz. Portland's had a very disappointing season. Utah, I don't think the expectations were high. Scotch lock. So the Jazz. He means the Jazz. So yeah, maybe it's a high point for the Jazz right now with their cover streak, a massive cover streak right now, you guys. Yep, coming off the wins over Sacramento and Boston. So, he says that he feels it's a Blazer spot, maybe a letdown here, but good push here by the Jazz, no doubt about it. I don't know, Portland on the road is not exciting. Take the under, though, here, Mindy, with you, and give us another play in the NBA.
All right. Let's see if we can go for a 7-pack.
Yeah, why not? Is that what we're on, or we're on 6? Here?
We're on 6 right now, but we have one game to go, right?
Feels like every game. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, the last game's a fun one. Let's get a few more here, though. We got hello, Curtis. Jazz money line and under. All right. Suns and Lakers. Suns by 1, 228.5 now. Got steamed up.
Keeps going up, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go under the total. That's I like that it's getting steamed up there a little bit. I have this one coming out at about 224. So I mean, I was gonna just give that. I like it better now that I have a 4-point differential in there. Both teams 1 and 2 over their last 3. Lakers only allowing 110 a game. They are still ranked 8th in scoring, which isn't terrible. Suns, though, are ranked 18th. I'm going to go ahead and take the under 228 here.
Hello to Neil here today. Suns and under here for Ziggy. So he agrees with you there with the under. I'll take the Suns on the road to beat the Lakers here.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, go against the Lakers right now. They need all these wins, and I still root for the Lakers, but
yeah,
pretty tough game here. These are the type of games that I think the Lakers are having trouble with.
Yeah, I kind of like the Suns, by 1 or 2. That's why I really didn't really have a real good lean. I like the total a little bit better.
Yeah, I
got a consensus play on that last one.
Yeah, we're going to be stuck with 6, I'm afraid, because I like the Suns. I've got them by a little bit more than that, actually, maybe 3 or 4 points. So we'll see. Lakers need this one, and just taking a look right now at the injury report. Davis probable, still no LeBron, and we know that Ayton is out. So key injury there for Phoenix. We know KD, of course. Hope we can get back, but not close yet. So I'll take the Suns, though, in this one.
Sounds good.
And we got 6 plays.
It's not too bad out of 10.
No. Yeah, Darren, I think Ayton's out. Yeah, Butterscotch said it. And Caesar says, you know what, Suns might be fading here a little bit. Well, don't forget, they still got, again, I thought, hey, look, KD's an impact player, no doubt about it, but, does he bring a team down a little bit? Right, Thomas, AD, pressure's on these Lakers, and I don't like them under pressure at this point. Okay. That's a look at the NBA where we've got 6 plays. So let's keep it rolling today, gang. We're going to go out to the NIT and get 2 more finalists to head to New York. Start this one off with Alabama Birmingham taking on Vanderbilt. And they couldn't have drawn it up any better for the NIT, Mindy. We got a couple of games where virtually pick 'em here. Right now, I'm showing UAB, maybe a slight favorite, maybe a pick 'em. If they're a 1-point favorite. But here's the total 153. I'm seeing some 152.5. They did steam it over, but still pretty steady. I'm showing 152.5, maybe 153 out there.
Okay, I'm going to take UAB today. I have them winning this one by about 4. They are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. UAB has that 28th the best defense. So I think they can go ahead and, keep it close here with Vanderbilt, perhaps get the win. I like them from the free throw line here as well. Taking UAB today.
Okay, Mindy on the Blazers. In this one, Butterscotch, UAB. Blake coming in, our Tennessee correspondent. He says, go Commodores. Thomas Lewis, UAB. Darren, UAB. A lot of UAB support here. Mindy, what'd you say about the UAB, the defense? Wow.
That would be like, a lot of those are. That's going to be their defense. And again, those are my numbers, modeling, rolling over the past, 2 weeks here. That's, basically kind of how I rank them. It may not be official season total stats, but they have been playing defense. If I re-rank everyone, they're playing like the 28th best.
Jeffrey Linton, UAB. A lot of UAB support here. Nobody wants to trust Vandy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go over. Curtis says he's got the lock. He's got Vandy as a lock here. He likes. That's what I was. I don't know about lock, but I was just concerned here that Vandy might be my preferred side. So here's Brent's got his numbers, and they show Vandy here. Interesting. So he's got him by 6, but only 40. No, Scotch, I can't do it. I'm going to go over with the, UAB is these two teams are combined 42 and 25 to the over this season. Ibrahim Diaby, good to see you. He's on Vandy. Jeffrey talks about how the line has maybe shifted here a little bit to UAB, the favorite. Yeah, UAB is pretty popular. They got steamed. I'll go over this crazy number we saw. How about those games yesterday?
209?
I want to mention that, on the show we gave out in the North Texas Oklahoma State game. You had the over. I had North Texas. I think we got there on both those.
That's right.
And I had Eastern Kentucky, and you had the over, and we obviously got there as well. So some pretty good picks there, I would say.
For sure.
In those tournament games yesterday on the show. So let's go with this. Mindy's on the Blazers, and I'll take over.
All right.
And, obviously not a consensus with the chat either.
Yeah, it happens. These championship games. What can you do, right?
Okay. In this one, Cincinnati's the home team, maybe on the scoreboard, but they had a conflict at their arena, so this one's being played at Utah Valley, and that it makes it an interesting game, right? Because Utah Valley, they're not used to bringing a team like Cincinnati into their home arena. This is going to, we talk about some of these postseason games, even on the home sites. Maybe the crowd is, they miss the NCAA. I think this one's going to be a sellout. I think it's going to be a raucous crowd. This is going to be a big time home court advantage for Utah Valley. They're still going up against the Cincinnati Bearcats.
Right.
But if any indication, the game here is a pick 'em and 147.
Yeah, I mean, I have this one literally like a 73.2 to like a 73.4, that sort of deal here. So I have it really, really closely rated. But with those numbers, I'm going to go ahead and head under the total here. Both of these two are under teams, 4-0 in the last four. Utah Valley, as well as 4-0 in the last four, following a win there for Cincinnati. I'm going to go under the total, Ramon.
Me too. I want to go under in this one with the Utah Valley and Cincinnati. Going to make it hard. Look, I don't know if Utah Valley's defense can necessarily stand up to a program like, but at 147.5, I think it can. So both teams kind of trend a little bit to the over here, but 147, I'm willing to do that with your numbers. Say it's good, so I'm okay with that for sure. It got steamed to the under, no doubt about it. And yeah, Utah Valley. This is going to be interesting because they're a pretty good cover.
Right.
But Cincinnati's gotten the money some too as well. Even though they, disappointed to not make the tournament, they've been a profitable team this year for the most part, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, that's funny. Look at that. The Bearcats finished, or they still are in it, but 21-11 spread record. Usually, a team that has a great spread record is going to have a pretty good, a pretty good season. It just shows that, and in their conference, so interesting. 21-12 overall, 21-11 against the spread. Couldn't get in the tourney.
Yeah.
Here's Brent Cook with his numbers there. So that worries me. I mean, like I said, it's still the Cincinnati Bearcats, but it's going to be this is a very interesting game. Hey, we got a college play. How about that?
Hey, like out of two, getting one. That's pretty good.
Right. Well, because didn't we've been having trouble.
We went over 4 yesterday,
yeah,
right?
We didn't find. We won a lot of our plays. We just couldn't agree on the show.
Right.
But you had Wisconsin yesterday, Mindy.
Yeah.
They did that was actually a very exciting game, wasn't it? Wisconsin and Oregon, the way Wisconsin fought there at the end and got the win. And even though Oregon missed the tournament, they were really bummed at the end of the game, and it really meant a lot to them. And Wisconsin went in there and got the victory. You called it yesterday, Mindy. Wisconsin got steamed yesterday, and you had it. So. All right, and I also gave out Charlotte on the show yesterday. Yeah. So we had
lots of winners,
basketball winners. We just couldn't create that. Corday says, "How do you create your numbers?" I know I use 5 different sets of. I look at my 5 favorite sets of computer rankings, and I have 2 rankings of my own that are hand done, that are hand crafted, if you will. So then I take my 2 numbers and I kind of throw out 2 of the computer numbers and kind of try to. I visualize. I look at all the numbers, and then I don't necessarily take an exact median, hard. I look at all the numbers, and then I make it up in my head. So Mindy, I think you're a little bit more like a computer.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically my brain on paper of how I think, scoring occurs and what you need to do in order to win basketball and to find the variable. Because we always kind of know, the fixed, right? We know what the starting 5 is kind of going to score. So then it's kind of like, how do you do the rest, right? So I mean, for me, I take a look at, what do you shoot from 1, 2, and 3? And what is your pace of play? And I roll those numbers over time, right? So I have a model that gives me like 4 weeks and then 3 weeks and then 2 weeks. And then I look at the last 3 games. So, there's a lot of different data that you can take a look at. Basically it's coming down to modeling, and we each model differently. And that's like how Brett has different numbers, and everyone will have different numbers. Tony will have different numbers. But you're just trying to find your edge versus Vegas and what wins most of the time. And, the thing with me and Ramon, we've been doing this a long time, right? And so we know that our numbers come in at a certain percentage, and that's why we feel good about, giving them out to the public.
One number we will not be giving out in the public is the CBI game, but I will tell you this, Mindy, on the leaderboard video, I've got a preview of the game between Eastern Kentucky and Charlotte. And don't forget to check out Tony's videos as well. He's got a preview of that game. We're gonna leave that one alone. The CBI game, we might, I don't know, Mindy might have I might have a premium, whatever the case may be. We're not touching the game on the show here. Good luck to you guys with that CBI final. They're totally playing a bunch of games, in a row. Oh, thank you, Gary. Great to have you today. All right. Just 2 hockey games, so maybe Latifah's working, maybe she went to sleep. But nonetheless, we're going to look at the 2 games. And wasn't that C-Spill says he's waiting for Sparty.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the video. I don't know if you saw the video of the players bringing Coach Izzo a couple of pizzas. They bought him like some very high quality pizza, and he was all stoked, and I was stoked for him because it looked good. Okay, looks like let's go here. Parlay J's kind of dreading.
I'm shaking my head too.
Dreading what happened yesterday on the eye. Look, we were sharp. We were sharp, Mindy. No doubt about it. I mean, we had Montreal was a winner for us, but just winners in general all over the card. You gave out Columbus. Somehow I gave out the under in that game. I don't think both teams might almost went over the total in that one. But Mindy, you gave out Columbus puck line. They got it done. Wild and Devils yesterday. I gave out the under in that one. That was a winner. We had the team winner with the Canadians. I had a premium winner, Ottawa, Boston under. I gave out Nashville on the show. We gave out the Panthers and Flyers over on the show. Mindy, a lot of good win. I had the Islanders as a premium, and over. We had the over on the. So okay, good. Thanks, Still.
Over on the Kraken.
Zordon asked about the best pizza. You know what? I've only hit up the shops near me, so I don't know if I've had the best yet. I don't want to name names, but and I'm pretty. I'm like I'm like Presidente. I just like the pepperoni. Okay, let's go to the hockey card. 2 games. Let's start it off. Penguins and Avalanche here. Oh, good game here in this one, and Avalanche. Favorite at home, minus $1.60. What is it? Yeah. Total 6.5.
I'm going with the home team. They're 6-2 in their last 8 meetings. 5-0 playing on a day's rest there as well. Penguins 0-4 now in their last 4 overall. I'll take the Avalanche here at home.
Pittsburgh got steamed. Could they get it done? I don't know. I mean, I have this price right on. No value. I guess Colorado should win. But I'm not going to take. I'm going to take the under in this one with these goalies at 6.5. Gurdjieff has just been. What can you say? He's really maybe unheralded at this point. But I'll take the under. What do you guys got in the chat? Colorado in regulation for butterscotch. Ziggy says great spot for the Penguins. That's what I'm worried. I know the Sharps are going to be on the Penguins in this one. Ziggy leans under. Mindy's on Colorado. I'm on the under. That's what we got.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Coyotes, Oilers, only other game of the night. Look, the Coyotes are $4.70 right there, and I'm showing the square books are up to $5. Probably shouldn't be, probably shouldn't be a five. The Oilers probably shouldn't be a $5 favorite over anybody. I mean, I know the Coyotes is a tough situation for him. Prosvetov, we're not sure about him at this point. To me, I mean, really, come on, should be a $3 line. I just seems ridiculous. But can you lay it here? Can you lay a puck line? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know if I can, right? I mean, because I think my lean would probably be to the Coyotes here on the puck line. I mean, they are 39-25 as an underdog, right? But they're 0-4 in their last 4 meetings here. They've gotten beat pretty bad. So I just don't think I can do it. But I'm going to go ahead here and go over the total. That's 5-2 in its last 7 meetings here in Edmonton. So I'm going to go over that big number here today.
Yeah, we are. If we're going over 7, we don't care. I don't think probably not going to get 6.5. In fact, I think it's juice to the over, Mindy.
Yeah, right.
But I think it could be 5-3. It could be 6-2. It could be 6-3. Gary says take Oilers in regulation. That'll get your price down certainly. But
right.
I don't know. It just feels like 275 or 300 is the real price, but you just have a Coyotes team that uncompetitive right now on the road at this point. So Jeffrey going over. We might need it. We might need it to be 5 to. We might need to be 6-2 or something. Yeah. I want to give the Coyotes a chance to get a puck line here. But hey, Leroy, how you doing? So it looks like Curtis. He looks like a double. He had Colorado puck line as a lock, and he's got Edmonton over a lock. So Curtis coming in big today on these 2 hockey games.
That's right.
All right, Mindy, great show. We're on the over there. So we got a little action in every sport, especially the NBA. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We got out of here in about an hour or so.
That's right.
Hour and 10 minutes tonight. So thank you. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Yeah, I don't know what the number got up to there, but we're happy with you guys joining us every day. Mindy will type in the plays here, and we'll head on over to Tony'sPicks.com with our premium picks. Take a look. Yesterday, morning's team, we went 7-4, and we got almost that many plays a day on a shorter card. So hopefully, let's have another winning day, everybody. And take a look. Look, over the last 7 days, I'm up 14 units. Ben's up 10 units. Last 30 days, I still say I think this is industry leading as far as these major multi-capper sites with my plus 35 units. Those are strictly based on $100 unit plays, if you will. So your total may vary. You might be playing more of my plays. Thanks to everybody who's signed up. Mindy, I know we've been talking about it, backstage a little bit, but
yeah,
the fact that, with these numbers that we've been putting up and having very good sales. So we're very appreciative of everybody that are getting the paid picks. Those are our best picks. Look, we're trying to give you these winners, and obviously we're doing it because we mentioned the morning's team with the winning day yesterday as well. So, and thanks to you guys as well for helping us do that. So, all right, here they come. Here comes the NBA where we've got the Nuggets. We've got the Sixers. We've got the Knickerbockers. Hawks under, Mavs, Jazz under. So, Gary, funny, Gary, thank you. And use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20%. If you pick up those premium pick packages, why not put Mindy and I together in the 2-for-1 capper promotion? Get me at half price. And here we go. Coyotes over 7 in hockey. And in college basketball, Utah Valley, Cincinnati under 147. All
and
right.
a half, perhaps.
And a half. Maybe it is.
I guess the half didn't make the card.
Yeah. All right. Doubles with the ladies play. I know we'll be, that's another thing. I'll probably come in maybe with a little women's action when we resume play in the women's tournament as well.
Cool.
Join us on Game Day Picks later today. And Butterscotch, thanks for right there. They are.
Yeah,
there they are. My favorite. All right. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.